Update 1.0.84 Magpie's song is an absolutely huge update, and in today's video we are going to be going over the patch notes to see why. So the new update is planned to be launched on July 30th, and we are going to be going through the patch notes in this video. I'm going to go ahead and skip over the first 2 points. This is the Esmeralda's prayer event, nothing too new except for Deadly Dash, which sounds like another version of Champions of Olympia optimizations. I mean, I don't really play Champions of Olympia too much, but looks like they are making it more accessible, especially ranked was kind of a pain to get 5 people together to play. I guess one new thing is new custom lobbies, which, you know, if you want to play Champions of Olympia custom lobbies, play with some friends, perhaps, you know, content creators can create a tournament of Champions of Olympia. You can now do so. But the main thing I really wanted to bring up was the Ark of Osiris optimizations and the custom lobbies available in Ark of Osiris. This has been something that the community has been asking for the longest time. I think the biggest advocate of this was Bulba, Bulbaritos. He used to be a caster of Osiris League and was a really big voice in that space. And he still casts Osiris League, and now you are able to have custom Ark of Osiris matches, which any governor from any kingdom can join, which is absolutely great. There could be events made of this. There could be practices that could be made of this. And I think 2 of the biggest hindrances of making Ark of Osiris a legit esport would be the lack of availability of replays, which has been fixed in this past season. And now it looks like moving forward. And the second thing was the lack of ability to practice with meaningful competition. But with this new change, you can definitely get really good players, really good teams, in fact, to play against each other for practice. And iron sharpens iron, and ultimately this will just increase the competitiveness and the gameplay of Ark of Osiris in general. So this is going to be a really great mode. And there's even a balance mode where all combatants will be able to select from a pool of equally powered commanders provided by the system. Hopefully be like every commander, similar to like a dev account, for example, in Grand Finals and in Grand Prix, so that teams can just use whichever commanders are available in the game. But yeah, we'll have to see how this change gets implemented, but ultimately a really good change. Probably going to be the highlight of the video for me. Season of Conquest optimizations. I've been hearing about the Autarch testimony being adjusted to where it's not only going to be the winners of the KVK that get Autarchs. It'd also be based off of your performance at KVK, which is going to be really good. As you can see, Autarch points leaderboards ranks governors by kill points, death points, and heal points. If you're in the top 10 of any of these leaderboards, you will gain a free Autarch testimony, which is great. You can earn fragments from doing Crusader achievements. I'm guessing this is going to be performance-based Crusader achievements as well, such as reaching 30 million kills, or perhaps there will be a dead points or healing points achievement. But ultimately, the biggest thing about Autarchs that was complained about is if you don't win KVK, then your account's just going to be going... Your account's in a disadvantage, because people that continue to stack on Autarchs are going to have that power creep because of the strength of armaments, the strength of inscriptions, rather, given by Autarchs. So I think this is going to be a great change. It'll reward people that lose KVKs but still perform really well, which is exactly what I think the game should do. So they're changing the amount of Autarchs in camp. So I'm guessing because they're adding an additional 30 Autarchs from the leaderboards. They're going to be taking away 20 Autarchs here as well. So you kind of see the adjustments here. Looks like they're changing Lost Canyon, where now you could put up 6 marches in Lost Canyon, which is going to be interesting, increasing the cap of 150 units. So I'm not really a big Lost Canyon guy, but people who have those Lost Canyon lineups now have to adjust for 6 marches and the extra troop capacity. It'll be pretty interesting to see if that changes up the meta here, and we'll see what commanders get added as that 6th march. New domain sign-up tools. I think this is really good because I've heard a lot of complaints from different leaderships around in Rise of Kingdoms that signing up for domains can be really tedious for the kings. This is allowing governors to sign up themselves, and then the kings can choose and adjust the domain roster. So it'll make it a lot easier for the kings to, instead of signing up everyone individually, they'll just check the list and then adjust it according to what they need. So that's really good. So point number 5, Crystal Quest adjustments, remove daily challenges, adjusted the XP you get from weekly challenges. Honestly, I feel like this is a pretty good change because the daily challenges can get pretty tedious. Sometimes you may forget to rally a Barb or attack a Kahar, and then you'll miss out on those points that you'll never get back. So I feel like the weekly challenges are pretty easy to achieve. So adding the XP to the weekly challenges shouldn't be too big of a deal. Other improvements looks like they're adding more skills to Soroli Crisis. Okay. New chat feature. Oh, Commander and Armament sharing. This is going to be really, really good. I like the fact that they're finally adding this to chats instead of people screenshotting. Perhaps during Farmer or Fighter, you know, we could use this whenever I choose to do Farmer or Fighter again. Pinned messages. Okay, you could pin a message to the top of the chat. The biggest thing within this new chat feature is definitely going to be the command and armament sharing. Optimize Shattered Strike iconic V skill of legendary quality helm will now also affect smite damage. Okay. I guess that's a buff to range commanders. And yeah, I think that's all of the meaningful things in this patch. Ultimately, adding these custom game modes that people can, you know, create their own matches in both Ark of Osiris and in Champions of Olympia looks really, really good. The changes to Autarchs, I mean, we'll have to see how hard the new Autarchs will get, but ultimately I feel like it can only be positive because now players can earn their Autarchs individually instead of relying on, you know, the kingdoms to win KVKs, which, you know, I could say that because we've lost 3 KVKs in a row. And the new commander and armament sharing looks like a pretty positive change. So we'll have to see if there's any hidden updates that is a detriment to the game, but ultimately this patch looks like a win to me. Let me know what you guys think of the patch, and if you guys want to see me go over patches more often, if this video does pretty decently, you know, I might be able to do more patch updates as they come out. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.